What's up, guys? It's Mr. Jamvet, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server. So today's team is going to be a team called by... So with that being said, I'd like to tell you guys something really quickly. So this is Sky right here, and he's doing a GoFundMe. He's been having some kidney complications, and so as we all know, if you're from the US, hospital bills can be ridiculous. And so he has a GoFundMe just to kind of help out with whatever. He's a fellow Pokemon player, and this was a favor asked by his friend who's a friend of mine. So he put this in front of me, and I'm like, it doesn't hurt. So this is purely their kind act of the month, year, day kind of thing. So if you do want to chip in, the link will be in the description down below. And so I prayers out to him. If it moves you a bit more, my birthday is either when you're watching this today or tomorrow, February 22nd. So let's pretend that it is. If it was me, I was asking for Academy favors for my birthday, something like that, and just use that kind of favor and give to this guy. So yeah. I don't see why not. I don't see why not mention it. So yeah, again, prayers out to him. Prayers out to him. But we're gonna be using this Xatu team today. I call it Xatu team, but it's just a weird team, right? I really don't know what to expect. I modified some things because I had a Chansey initially, and I'm like, man, I don't know if Chansey's enough if the opponent gets up rocks. Because my hazard control, I think, is solely Xatu. And I don't have Defog, which is interesting. I'm actually going to put Defog on the Veil. I just realized I don't have Defog. And this Bandit Ho. So, like, Xatu's going to take rocks repeatedly. So, most rockers can probably get up rocks versus Xatu. And then after that, you're just at the mercy. Like, Dialga gets up rocks. Groudon gets up rocks. Necrozma gets up rocks. There's some other rockers in the Uber tier. I mean, those are the main ones. But they all get up rocks. And so we're facing Trick Room Rain. Have fun, my guy. Which is super dope because before, when Dracovish was in the OU tier, people would always make those like, man, I wish Tangrowth was still back to put an end to Dracovish's nonsense. And so we're gonna see that now in the rain. It's a different story. I probably don't put but I'll just position myself well to where it won't get just a free what's it called. So Xatu shuts down Ferrothorn indefinitely. Blissey shuts down Kyogre indefinitely. My Yveltal shuts down his indefinitely, and without rain, Dracovish is shut down indefinitely by Tangrowth. So Magearna is an interesting one, but I think Necrozma should be able to do that for the last two. So like, it should be impossible for him to win. Should be impossible, assuming I play well or assuming he has some kind of trick up his sleeve. Excited for both, but to start this wondrous game off, he doesn't have any good Ho-Oh switch-ins, and so what I'll do is immediately, Kyogre is his initial, Ferrothorn is his initial switch. A couple options here. I could Brave Bird directly, but then that would encourage Stealth Rock, which we don't want. I could just Sacred Fire, which I will do. I could miss that, or I could hard switch into Xatu, predicting him to go for a hazard. But he leaves it in, and so one Mon dead. Maybe he anticipated me to overextend because of my Kyogre. But I have utility Umbrella Blissey to eat up every hit. Yep, that's Choice Specs. Modest. So, okay, let's soft boil here, And as I said, we should have a check-in counter to everything he could do. So this is a fairly defensive. He named it Semi-Stall, Bandit Ho-Oh Semi-Stall. But this wasn't a defensive Yveltal initially. But that's the reason, because he should go Magearna here. I always Roost. He's slower. I guess that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna remove his item as he commits to Sucker, which is odd. Taunt Sucker. We knock again here. We knock spam here because we end up with the Roost at the end of this anyway. And I want my Veltal to be, I mean, it doesn't need to be at super healthy actually, because it outspeeds everything. I'm assuming it's a slow Kyogre, but even if I don't, I have a Blissey. I don't need to stay in versus that. But it outspeeds the Calyrex, the Dracovish, and apparently his. So all I need to do is Roost. And so Roost is his last move, which means, you know, we knock again here. We Roost here, and since I know all his moveset, yeah, excellent. This is perfect because now we get to Toxic and we're at super high health as he. I thought he would taunt. Maybe he thought that I couldn't touch him, but now he's likely gonna taunt. No, he's just knocking off repeatedly. Okay, I'll just do the same since I come off the better end with the Roost. Yeah, this was a complete waste of his Yveltal, quite honestly. And as I said, as long as Dracovish does not get any positional advantage, then we should be good. Because what this does is, with Dracovish outside of rain, he can't really do much. So we get up Stealth Rocks here, allow him to Volt Switch, so be it. Magearna take Calyrex out of the picture. So smart play to go to Kyogre there. I could see him doubling out to Dracovish here. Origin Pulse though. That crit mattered because now, before I could teleport on an Origin Pulse, but since he crit me, can technically Origin Pulse again and 2k on me. So how many turns of Rain? How many turns of Trick Room? Yes, I think Dracovish. Actually, I'm in the no. This is actually fine because he goes Dracovish here. My Tangrowth is actually slower than min speed Dracovish, so he won't get the second Ren boosted. But I'm curious to see how much this does. 66. Wow. Oh, actually, it does because he has the Rain. I mean, he has the speed. So just sack Xatu there. We go Ho-Oh and we get a free kill. Bravery probably sack his Yveltal. Goes Kyogre, that's dead. Yeah, steady dead. As he's gonna attempt to Trick Room once more. We see that Tangrowth takes 66, but I'm actually again slower than Dracovish under Rain. So positionally I could. What I'm gonna do here is Tangrowth on his TR, which should force him, well, not force him, but encourage him to go for something that's not Volt Switch. Now he could still Volt Switch, but it'll encourage something that's not Volt Switch, which will allow me to go to Blissey here, right? And then then I would be able to teleport here on his likely Dracovish. But what this means is I probably lose another Mon because he froze me there. Yeah, so I would have been able to teleport there. But since the Trick Room turns are, you know, plus Rocky Helmet, so he's gonna not be able to search in on rocks, even if I didn't outspeed him here. We just Grass Knot here for the outspeed. So that's actually a really cool tech. If they're outside of Trick Room, then probably not 2k on you anyway. If they're not, then you have the upper hand. So that's very cool. Obviously, Veltal's no drawback here as we just knock. And so his goal in life at this point is to get a free switch into his Magearna. So what I'm gonna do, I got a couple options here. What I'm gonna do is actually just sack my Tangrowth. So if he tries to go to Magearna, oh, good play. I was gonna say that in case he tries to go to Magearna. I'll just sack Blissey here. Excellent. Get that free switch in a Ho-Oh and just Sacred Fire 3 times. Both of them have Trick Room, but I'm banded. So assuming I connect my Sacred Fires, I will KO. That's so much damage. Jesus. But even if I don't, I do have Calyrex answers in Sucker Punch and a max defense Necrozma. So Calyrex comes out. Again, ideally I connect here, it's Choice Banded, and that evaporates. So that's gonna be all she wrote. GG. Banded Hole showed its worth. I'm not gonna stay in here because I could technically get ramsacked by this Magearna if things go his way. So we're gonna heal here. Morning Sun. He Trick Roomed as he should, and then we repeatedly Sunsteel Strike. Still coming off 351 defense. Let's not forget. So yeah, I'm assuming maybe Misty Explosion or maybe Fleur Cannon is his last move. Flash Cannon, Fleur Cannon. Even a crit Volt Switch couldn't KO us from here. So we positioned ourselves well, because I realized, okay, I have the defensive strongholds in that matchup. Not a great matchup for my opponent at all. I'm glad that I switched Chansey out to Blissey and modified the Yveltal, because you could see if I was offensive Yveltal with no Defogger, that could have been a tricky game, right? Another case of you know, the wrong quote-unquote matchup ruining a game potentially is this Galvantula, right? This Galvantula could Sticky Web, but I'm going to actually just, well, I guess this is, I don't want to call it risky, but it's on the, let's see, can't guard against holes, earthquakes very well. Now if I catch that Yveltal, I mean this thing once, which is going to be his initial switch on a Sacred Fire, I'll have him. So what I'll do is actually, I'll play a couple games with him. Keep Necrozma at full for his Necrozma and Zacian. I mean, also, you know, Tangrowth can take on Zacian, which is cool. Since Blissey's core purpose here, so what I'm going to do is Toxic. He might Thunder here, anticipating my Xatu. Yep, predicting me to Sticky Web. So I could screw with him here and go to Xatu. I could. But the Sticky Web doesn't bother my team. It slows down Necrozma. Who cares? It slows down Tangrowth. Who cares? And so this allows for me to Seismic Toss. He's trying to catch my Xatu. It would be foolish of me to go to Xatu on this. Seismic Toss does 35%. So that's going to leave him at 12. So I'm going to teleport here. Okay, Thunders, which is great for us. Because he might not end up getting Sticky Web, which doesn't matter, but this allows for us to pivot back to Blissey. Ideally, no luck. That way we can come back in and soft boil. Right, we soft boil here. So he should Sticky Web because that's what it's on the team for, but he doesn't need webs. So he does get the luck. Shouldn't have opened my mouth. It's not game changing because, you know, this is on the team at this point solely for Eternatus, and I'm well in range. I am max special defense, like 405 special defense and 714. This ain't no joke, man. This ain't no joke. So Tangrowth's gonna come in. No, I'll go hard neck. I'll go hard neck. Even if he crunches, right, to avoid a SD variant, because then I have to hit Sleep Powder and, you know, all that nonsense when we can just come in and blow this away. Ooh, we innovating? We innovating. We innovating. That's not great for us. That's not great for us. Okay, we innovating, man. Okay. Okay, we innovating. Okay, okay, I fuck with it. That's not good for us, but I fuck with that. Crunch hurt my Tangrowth more than I expected. Okay, I like it. Innovation and Ubers, I like it. So Grass Knot here is base 100 actually, but with the Rocky Helmet damage, he should go down. If he switches out, he loses his opportunity. There are a couple of things I could do. Like Ho-Oh, for example, should take at least one hit because he should be. I mean, he could not be fighting stab as the last. He could be electric. It could be electric. It could be electric wild charge as the last move. It could be close combat as the last move. Tangrowth should take a play rough from here. Like, I mean, max Tangrowth. It's just Tangrowth we're talking about here. I like it. The innovation, man. Yeah. And the grass not, easily knocks him out from there. And so Tangrowth is still around for Marshadow. Actually, Tangrowth is legit. Joey was telling me about, he had a Tangrowth team that he did in a Uber live recently where he was killing it. But yeah, like there are a lot of heavy hitting physical attackers, and Dracovish, as we've seen, Tangrowth is just putting in work on. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Wonderful. So, all right. So let's see. Our opponent is thinking. I mean, at this point, you can't guard against. Well, he could have really guarded against Ho-Oh to begin with. But I think even more so if Yveltal. Once I catch again his Eternatus one time, I'm at the mercy, or he's at the mercy. Zatsu is okay. I mean, it's not amazing. He opts for Necrozma hard. Should be his rocker. I mean, the Zatsu is here for this. Oh no. So we'll Thunder Wave here. I wish I had Foul Play actually. And I was like, does knockoff better than Foul Play in this? He's Life Orb. That's not good. Oh yeah, I took Sucker Punch off. Yeah, we might have just gotten swept, guys. Not yet. So let's say if I muscle pass this, what do I need to win? I need Vel. I need Vel for his Vel for. I need Tangrowth for Marshadow. And so we sack this. See Sunsteel strikes as he should. We Sleep Powder here. We need to connect. So they're gonna need a bit of luck here because I don't have Foul Play. Obviously we need to connect the Sleep Powder. Tangrowth. Fucking shit. So we could have won had Tangrowth connected to Sleep Powder. Yeah, I don't think there's a way around it. I did not expect him to be Dragon Dance, Stone Edge. That's a very good set though. Two cool things that he had that are anti-meta. So you can tell he's a dedicated Uber player because his team is very tailored to the meta game. I'm just thinking if there's a way out of this. Maybe Sunsteel Strike, Life Orb. Yeah, that's doing way too much. I need him to miss here. Sunsteel Strike did how much of Tangrowth? That sucks, man. No, I cannot win without Ho because yeah, he always Sunsteel Strikes there. And my problem is I need him to miss Stone Edge here. He should Sunsteel Strike hard, thinking, okay, well, I win without your Tangrowth. But if he Stone Edges, or if he Dragon Dance is predicting me to Sucker Punch, then at this point, I mean, you feel like, okay, well, you can beat my. You feel like you can beat Yveltal even if I don't have Sucker Punch. Yeah, way too much damage. So if Tangrowth hit the Sleep Powder there, he'd need to get a first turn Wake. He'd need to get a first turn Wake. Yeah, he's offensive. It still could have been close with Tangrowth, but Ho-Oh wouldn't have taken the hit, I'd assume, because as you see, Sunsteel strikes as he should. Because if I'm Sucker or if you miss Stonage, you put yourself in a bad spot. So I'd still have Ho-Oh and I'd still have Tangrowth at full. Well, not at full, but you know, healthy enough to where I can take on Marshadow. And if he doesn't get this first turn, wait, my Yveltal's at full. And at that point, the only thing that could take on Yveltal was Tangrowth. Was the Eternatus if it had Toxic. If it wasn't a Toxic Mirror based on how much it did, it was fully offensive. Might have even been Specs. It did a lot to me. Because they're talking about Ho-Oh here. So, yeah. That's Sleep Powder though. You can't rely very easily on it. So, moving on. Regieleki is not fun versus me. Especially because I think he might be... Oh, Blissey will wall. Because he's not Electric Terrain, Rising Voltage. And he might miss a few Thunders too. Want Rocks up pronto though. Very, very important to get Rocks up. Sticky Web is irrelevant, as you know. And then after that haul, just Brave Birds through the 6. Could kill his Lecky here. Oh, Rocks are more important. Yeah, hurts. Incineroar has its ugly head. Probably playing Parting Shot games. Could be knockoff. Could be weirdness. I could see weirdness. What's it? As slow as dicks. I don't think there's too much weirdness Vel can't deal with. Air Blitz, that bandit. No, that's probably just Incineroar being Incineroar. Okay, he didn't even take. No, I set up Rocks after he came in, so I wouldn't know if he was. So this is Boots, which is not fun. That's actually not good at all. And he's Rapid Spin. Shit. This is actually really bad. Okay, I'll have to play this game very differently then. It's not game breaking, like it's not, you know, but okay. Because you can see Rapid Spin did 19% to me. Because I know Genesect is coming. And so what I'm going to do is position Ho for success. Because he can't guard against flying. Like Brave Bird. So something is going to either die or die here. You know. And that's how I'm going to utilize Ho in this one. And I just keep Blissey and... Well, actually fucked up. Well, he went Lecky first, so ideally, you know, he goes for non-volt switch, but he does volt switch. Yeah, let's just play until he sacks the whole. I mean, sacks the. Okay, that's what you're doing. All right, let's go growth. This growth should be able to regen the Genesect wouldn't kill me here, but like he's not yet figurative because I'm like he should know he won't U-turn kill me. If I Sleep Powder, he's screwed. He probably wants Tangrowth gone, but now he has to give me a Pokemon. Yep. Yeah, we still Tangrowth here. Finally, the Ogre is in. We gave up Xatu so we can get the free switch on Bliss. He should spot again, not predicting us to be 34%. So now Genesect is in. 34%. Yeah, I could have. Oh, he goes Marsh. Oh, that's not the switch you expected. It's not what you expected. So we're gonna Sleep Powder here, assuming we can hit this one Genesect. Gonna do it again. I know he's gonna U-turn. Plus, even if he didn't U-turn, we just get another kill. Oh, I can't lose. Nice. 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 The Lecky is obvious, but at this point, I'd have preferred the Genesect asleep because he couldn't keep U-turning. I do wish I had my... I could roost. I could roost. I could knock. He can't knock me out because I'm max Spadef. Marshadow being asleep means that... Actually, I lose nothing by knocking off here. Yeah, like max Spadef if Eltal, somebody's gonna get dropped. And if you give up Marshadow to sleep, he's gonna stay asleep here. Yeah, I just decided that's what that was. So Lecky, he's probably tired of my shit, but he dies to knock off. Doesn't matter if he's tired of my shit. If Volswitch didn't KO there, no way Thunder was going to. So yeah, Vel, bulky, broken, nice. But that was an annoying combination. Lecky's very annoying. Oh, come on. I was just talking about how annoying it was. I didn't even finish my sentence, and this guy is super high on the ladder. This might be a top 10er, which is exciting. Now I can really turn up, meaning play. I like playing higher ladder Ubers because it's always a good game. 745. This guy's number 4. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's play. Tangrowth is really good for Zekrom, which wrecked us last week as well. Yeah, I'm excited for this one. So phase 1 is gonna be Shuckle. Primarily because Shuckle here makes you not want to, like, if I go Xatu on you here, you lose everything. Right. So it encourages. Yes. Since he's he predicted my Xatu there. It's just excellent because Oblivion Wing likely comes out on max special defense. So we land a Toxic. We roost as he probably goes to Shuckle. He could stay in. Oh, good play. So he's gonna give up Vel to Oblivion Wing to trade for mine. I not excited about that. It's probably Sucker Punch's last move. I really want to. I'm actually gonna go to my Ho-Oh here. Yeah, because you died to Toxic, and Ho-Oh's positioning is incredible. As you probably go Lecky. Oh, Zekrom. I could. Nah, Tangrowth does what Tangrowth does. We EQ here. I think EQ +2. I don't trust it being like a Lum or something like that. So let's Sleep Powder here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Please, for the love of motherfucking God, Tangrowth. Nice. 2 Grass Knots should do the trick. Yep. So he dies to Rock. He dies to Rocky Helmet, or he stays asleep. If I switch out Growth, what I'm gonna do is switch Vel out, switch back Growth in, because it covers everything. If he wakes up, I live, he dies, and I get to keep Vel as sack fodder. Because now he has 3 mines left, right? We always Sleep Powder here. This is a big turn, because if I miss, I don't have Earthquake on my Necrozma, you know. And if he's whatever that other set was, it puts me in a bad spot. Z Dragon Dances. Nice. Lovely. Lovely. But that's a very good Dragon Dance, though, because it still puts me in an awkward spot. Based on how weak I am at 2 opposing Necrozma, and apparently this is on the Rage, I need Earthquake. Photon Geyser is just not cutting it. I don't need the Eternatus check. Not with a Banded Ho-Oh. Now this puts me in a very awkward position. But I need to not actually. I need him to not wake up because I need Tangrowth's Rocky Helmet. So I need him to not get a first turner here. Yes, Bandit Ho-Oh. Connect. Yes! Ho King! Ho King, yes. It's actually really low. Not really low, but it's unlikely to get the first turn anyway. Like, you know, I think it's mid. So now obviously just soft boil spam. Lecky is an interesting one. I know sometimes they run wild charge. I'm not trying to hit. Oh, y'all using my knowledge. Yeah, Blissey would have dropped. He would have dropped too. But then if he Sim expects Ogre, I would have just gotten swept. So let's go growth. Now we sack. I mean, once this Lecky is dead, then yeah, I'll just go to, if he has something to hit growth, there's no reason for me to switch here actually. I'll just Grass Knot. He wild charges, he's fully physical, and he should drop to a base 100. Yeah, this game. So it seems like, Jam, how come you were struggling with that one guy who was 1400 and then this guy is giving you being it's like it's a lot easier to play versus higher ladder players, because I know they know what they're doing, right? And so I know he knows what he's doing, so I know what he's gonna do. There's logic in his thought process. So it actually narrows the range of moves that he'll do versus, you know, when somebody is just learning the game, they're like, they could do anything because they just don't know any better. It's nobody's fault. And so you have to, they can be far more dangerous than the average player. I mean, a solid player. But yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. That's where we're gonna have to end it today. Again, you know, as a birthday gift to me, if you care, you know, just as a good deed, honestly. You know, if you can support, do so. Even if it's $1, if 100 people give $1, that's $100. It just makes a big difference. So, thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next